We're back again with another video, and this one is going to be uh, the practical guide on the bug hunters guide to Infolix. Right, I made a video talking about Infolix and all that, and you're going to find the video in my channel. So the video talks about the foundation, everything you need to understand about Infolix. Infolix is, something very important, and it's something that you can find in the wild. It is everywhere on the internet, right? So right here we have some labs that we are going to work on to demonstrate how you can find Infolix. And during the video, I said something about doing something the application does not expect. So when you want to look for Infolix, I don't have a secret to finding Infolix. The only method I work with is I do something that application does not expect. Okay, so you see that right here we have a lab, and you need to find a way to leak internal information. So you see the public endpoint right here is target.com, right? So this lab is based on a real world bug report. Okay, it is based on my real world bug report, and this specific lab got me around 100 bucks, right? So if you look here, you see that we have target.com as the public endpoint. So you need to find a way to leak the internal IP and the port number. Okay, so if you look into this place, you see that we have a get request to this API endpoint, API contact info, right? So if we add this send request, um, I'm not going to get the internal information, right? This is how I was able to extract um, the internal IP and port number. So I only sent a I only sent a slash, right? I entered a slash at the end of info. Okay, so it's going to become API contact info and slash. Okay, so the application was not expecting this, right? And when I click on send request, it's going to leak the internal information and port number. So I was not able to escalate this finding or prove impact, and I reported it to the company, and they were able to accept it, right? So you need to do something that the application does not expect. Okay, the application was not expecting this slash, and when I entered that into the application, it was able to redirect me to this address. Okay, so we have another lab, and this one is going to be PII leak via asterisk wildcard. So this is also based on a real world bug bounty report, right? So when you come here, you see this is returning my PII, my own information, right? Full name, email, password, and so on. So you need to find a way to leak all users PII. Okay, so when you come here, you see the let's enter 1 2 3 4 send request. You're going to get user not found, and the way I was able to leak this information was by sending an asterisk. So I'm going to add an asterisk, so it's going to become API user asterisk, right? So when you send the request, it's going to return all the user on the system, all the users in PII. So the application was not expecting this asterisk, right? The application was not expecting it. So you need to do something the app does not expect, right? You need to look into places the app does not want you to look into, right? You need to you know, talk to the application in a way that it's going to give you whatever you want. Okay, that is the mindset of InfoLeaks, of looking for InfoLeaks, right? So the third lab is going to be session context PII leak. Now, this is a very interesting finding I reported to a bug bounty program in Singapore, right? So when you come here, you see when you click on fetch user PII, I got 401 unauthorized, right? So now what I'm going to do is when I created an account, create accounts, good. So after creating an account and I clicked on these API endpoints, I was not able to gain access to the user's PII, right? So what happened is that after creating an account, you need to go to the login to authenticate, right? So after you log into the application, a session context is going to be created, right? So once that session context is created, it's going to give you access to the PII. So the real finding was that when I created an account, right, and then I clicked on recent link. Okay, so when I clicked on the recent link and I tried to access this API endpoint, I got 401 unauthorized. So I went back to the login form and log into the application, right? Then I clicked on the recent link again, and I was able to, you know, authenticate into the application. I was able to access the user's PII by click on this. So you see that we got access granted, and it says that the session is not active, right? So this is how I was able to, gain access to this. Um, this is how I was able to gain access to all the users' PII. I was able to see the password, the secrets, the full name, and all that. And this report got categorized as I 8.1. Okay, so it is about doing something the application does not expect. It is about talking to the application in a way that it's going to give you whatever information you want. Okay, it is about going to places the application does not want you to look into. If that application does not want you to look into this endpoint, you need to look into it. Okay, if the application does not want you to send an asterisk, you need to send it. Alright, so do not be afraid to do something the application does not want you to do, because it is going to give you whatever you want. Okay, so if you're looking for info leaks, you just follow up this process, because for me, I do not have any secret way of finding info leaks. I stick to that one rule: look into or do something the application does not expect. Thank you.